Okay, I want to go over these notes I've got here, but I also want to ask listeners to go to prisonplanet.com and get this article and get it out to everybody. This is of the greatest import that this be done. Obama's science advisor called for planetary regime to enforce totalitarian population control measures. Folks, this has the documents, the book. You got to read this. Now, these are some notes I wrote this morning. I promised I was going to cover these on air. I meant to spend hours elaborating on each, but I'm just going to go over these points I wrote slowly so you know my philosophy and where I stand and where I hope people will stand with me on. We live a wonderful life on a wonderful planet full of wonders and full of just so many great things and so much goodness. And we've got to admit the evil in the world and fight the evil in the world to protect the good. And stop saying, hey, man, just be positive. We are positive. That's why we're fighting. The only way to be in control is to kill. It is not easy to do good. It is easy to do evil. See, it's hard to control an outcome if you're trying to build and nurture and give people freedom. But it's easy if you're the Dark New World Order chiefs to engage in evil and extermination and control. Because they don't care who they hurt. Just remember that. They are the priest of power who love to press on the nerve of power, who love to grind humanity into submission, who love to engage in horrible tyrannies. We must resist them. So step up to the plate, as I said in that rant in the first hour, which we're about to cut back to in a moment. Look what we've turned into. Torture. Tortures people's children in front of their parents. Now admitted mainstream news. I told you 7 years ago, now it's mainstream news. Hit teams. Banks robbing us and stealing. We're going into bondage to the elite who think of us as total scum. To my attackers, many of which are not COINTELPRO and are not government, but pick up on COINTELPRO, who believe it's fashionable to attack me because I'm the most prominent voice in the fight against the globalists. My God, I can't believe I'm the most prominent. If anybody in the world, maybe Ron Paul or me, but I'm the more hardcore and on some of the issues he won't get into. As he said to the camera as well, I haven't gone to 9/11 because I'm too busy. We understand, but the issue is, to those that attack me just because of jealousy or whatever, jealous of what? That I was up here at 1 o'clock in the morning last night? Jealous because I'm fighting hard? Be leaders. Don't destroy yourselves. I want you to be right beside us and right in front of us and right behind us in this fight. And I know I'm good and I know I'm for real. And it's just sad to see you not being your own person, to see you obsessed with me. And in a way, it helps me become more famous and better known, but that's not what I want. I want us all to be leaders and to affect change. But in a negative, sick, worldly system, you're actually helping Alex Jones when you lie about me and attack me and spread my name. So in a way, I guess God just blesses us and people find out who I really am and find out the truth. So it's just hurtful because I know I'm for real, and I know 99% of what's said about me is a lie or a distortion. And a lot of you aren't government operatives. You just are very worldly and been twisted, and I feel sorry for you. And I want you to be your own person and not be played. Be your own man and woman. A message to the feds, the contractors, the ideologues, those of you that are on the wrong side of history against those of us that love liberty and freedom. This system hates you and abuses you and is destroying your future as well. And I know they're hitting you with soft kill weapons and sterilization weapons, and it's just a fact. And you may like to feel like you're the winner and con yourself and decide to serve the system and laugh at us and decide you're in control. Bless your soul, you're not in control. The only way you're in control is of your own soul deciding to do right. You can make that decision, but the rest of it's in God's hands. And so I ask you to make that decision to do right and to really, if you've got any soul left, any humanity left, to realize what you've been part of and stand up against the New World Order. So don't be part of the wrong side of history. You know, many of us are born into these different tribal groups and religious groups and are controlled, and we were sold out before we were even born. There's still time to turn back and wake up and commit to standing up against tyranny and just getting out of your programming, realizing there's a bigger system around you, that people are trying to manipulate you, that there are covert and overt agendas. I also just want to say I love life and creation and everything good and wholesome. I want to say that, and that I've been very appreciative and thankful for life, and that I know that good can win the day when it decides to stand up and take action. And I believe that that love of innocence and that love of creativity and that sense of wonderment is the keys to the universe and the soul and heart of God. Don't ever let them break your spirit. Doesn't matter how much I get attacked, how much I get lied about, how much people twist and distort. I know I'm real. I know I'm good. I know I'm telling the truth. And that's what matters. And you should have that same attitude and just move forward against the globalists. Warn the people you can. When you get laughed at, move on. It doesn't matter. It's sad. Stop caring what people think about you. Evil hides behind good, but the proof is always in the fruits. So look at that. Realize how the enemy camouflages themselves. The elite are compartmentalized, specialized, and compartmentalized into different sectors of evil. Many of them don't see the big picture. So as you show people the big picture and discuss the greater truths, you're going to unlock many of the evil people out there who've been caught up in this and not realize what they were part of, and many of them can come out of it. And many people will laugh at you up front, but as what you've warned them about comes true down the road, they will wake up. So it's a delayed event. Don't expect to see instant success when you're reaching out to people, just like fighting the Federal Reserve. Look how far we've now come. We are in the midst of the greatest transformation in human history for good and bad, with the technological developments, the acceleration of knowledge, the acceleration of weapon systems, the decadence, the goodness, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Just realize you're part of an incredible time in history. Stop watching the sports, the sitcoms, the stuff that doesn't matter. Get tuned into reality. And leave your mark. Communicate with the future. Do things good for society and humanity. Find out the truth. And love humanity and realize you're part of something bigger. Realize that we are our ancestors and we are our future progeny. And that we're all one species. We're individuals, but we're also part of a greater tapestry. And in that, you certainly never die unless the species is irrevocably damaged by the criminal predators that are running the system. And again, leave the species better off than where you than when you came to it. You know, that really is the whole sum of it. I want to say great job to the crew. We're going to go to retransmission now with a key rant I was doing in the first hour I thought was very informative, a lot of key info. So that's coming up. Great job, crew. And as always, thank you for all your prayers. I'm praying for all of you freedom lovers and people that love decency and creativity and honor and innocence. I'm here with you. You're with me. We're together in history together in this moment in forever. And I'll see you back live Monday. Burmis is sitting in tomorrow. And on Sunday, I'm Alex Jones signing off. God bless you all.